We're living in a time right now, there's so much chaos. There's a lot of division. There's a lot of hopelessness. The Church of Jesus Christ, at its best, it's the hope of the world. I have the honor of leading this community as a pastor. My wife and I started this 10 years ago, something that we dreamed about when we were in college. We always said that church should be very intentional about reaching the community around it. Church is a place for the broken. It's a spiritual hospital. We have an epidemic in our society right now of loneliness.
I was very lonely, and I was looking for attention and love in all the wrong places. I remember that they played Glorious Day during worship. That was like my key part of that service and what kept me coming back.
I honestly was terrified to walk through the doors. It had been maybe a couple years since I'd actually been in a church. They were playing Reckless Love, and that's what really got me. And for the first time ever during worship, I had felt this freedom to raise my hand. It's those lyrics from Reckless Love, I'm gonna cry, where he leaves the 99 to get the one. You could just tell that they were in love with God. And I had felt so lost and so unwelcomed. Then to just walk in somewhere and just feel this peace and this love from complete strangers.
God is our healer, our redeemer. This is where we find him, and this is where his people are, and that's where we need to be.
The beauty of the church is a spiritual family. The drive of my life in my personal ministry is to connect the one who doesn't know Jesus to Jesus and his family called the church. I call it beautiful chaos because there's so much happening. God's always moving, the altar's always packed, lives are always being changed, people are always saying yes to Jesus. We have a room where people can go to after every service if they want to know more about following Jesus.
Our relationship has grown so much from seeing other married couples, other parents.
I think everybody needs to experience the love of Christ. I know I wouldn't be here if I hadn't. I think you'd have a lot more broken people walking around if it weren't for God's love being shown through the people and through the church.
10 years was to give us the foundation, right? To be the kind of community that I know Jesus has called us to be. So now it's about launching forward, right? To what's to come. Like we always say in this church, the best is yet to come.